Wildlife documentaries are both entertaining and educational. The filmmakers go to incredible lengths to get beautiful close-up photography of wild animals in their natural habitats. And yet, while we definitely appreciate the stunning footage we see on our screens, we never really appreciate what they actually go through to get it.
Brilliant news!
Wrangle. On the East Siberian island of Wrangel, this film crew uses an abandoned cabin as a base. Even though that might seem quite secure, nowhere is completely safe when polar bears are roaming around. Naturally inquisitive and with no natural predators, polar bears are nosy and will enter cabins and outhouses in search of food. Polar bears move incredibly silently, and so the film crew has to be constantly alert. When they go outside or to the toilet, they take a pole with them to make noise and defend themselves. When they leave the cabin, they cover the windows and doors with panels covered in nails, so they can't get in. This is because if a polar bear sees you from a distance, it will more than likely keep that distance. But if you suddenly find one in front of you, there is no telling what it will do. South Africa. The coastline of South Africa is privy to shark attacks, and this group of scientists wants to find out the reasons behind this. They attach bait to a human doll they call MacGyver the Diver, although it doesn't seem to be very good at diving. How will the great white sharks respond? As the shark gets closer, a normal human would be panicking, but MacGyver is no normal human. After a little test bite, the shark just takes the bait and then swims off. Will the same thing happen if it were a real human? In general, great whites ignore divers, but today, after getting a taste of MacGyver, they are more interested. 3 sharks circle the 2 divers until one shark decides to get a closer look when he has his back turned. Fortunately, the other diver moved in to scare him off. Serengeti. This documentary film crew is out in the Serengeti National Park hoping to get some footage of Nu drinking at the river and maybe some super slow motion footage of crocodile attacks. To do this, they have to get their remote cameras and therefore they themselves close to the river and the crocodiles. They wait and watch their remote camera. Suddenly the Nu becomes startled and knock the camera over. After checking to see that the camera is still functional, they go check the slow motion camera footage to see what happened. This footage is shot at almost 2,000 frames per second and is both beautiful and shocking. This isn't the only danger that the film crew underwent. Whilst filming from a camouflage tent on the riverbank, they had this close call with an elephant. South Georgia Island. This film crew has come to document the glacial changes occurring due to global warming. Whilst examining this ice bridge, the Argentinian scientist George Strelin slipped and fell 20 feet into the icy river formed by the melting glacier. After being carried for over 1,300 feet, he finally managed to free himself from the ferocious current. Cold and bruised but alive, had he been caught in the current a little longer, he probably wouldn't have survived. However, had he not fallen into the river, then he would have almost certainly been crushed by the collapsing ice bridge. Did you enjoy this video? Please let us know if you did in the comments and like and subscribe for more.